One sat on the soft light gray sofa flipping through a thick file of medical reports from the hospital she worked at. The ticking clock echoed in the quiet evening of the June mansion. The silence was broken by the faint sound of the heavy oak door opening, and then Jungkook walked in, tall, broad shoulders, still in his black dress shirt from work, his sleeves rolled up, veins showing, his tie loosened. "You are still working?" His deep voice echoed, calm but tinged with concern as his sharp eyes landed on her. He put his gun holster on the table, signing as he poured himself a glass of water. One looked up, tucking her hair behind her ear, her voice soft. "I had some cases to finish. You look tired. Long day?" she asked gently, though her heart always raced whenever he come near. Jungkook smiled faintly, walking towards her. "Every day is long in this world, sweetheart," he sat across from her, his gaze steady, unreadable yet oddly warm. "But I see you are making it longer for yourself too. Didn't I tell you to not to overwork?" One's lip curved into a small smile, though her eyes flickered away. "You also work till midnight, Jungkook. Why can't I?" Jungkook leaned forward, his elbows on his knees, staring at her in silence. He wasn't a man of many words when it came to his feelings, but he always made sure she knew he cared in his own quiet way. She flipped another page, but her mind wasn't on the reports anymore. Tomorrow was their first wedding anniversary. The thought made her chest heavy. They had been married for a year, but it didn't feel like how love stories were supposed to. He treated her gently, never raised his voice at her, always respected her boundaries, but he was distant. His heart felt locked behind steel doors. "Tomorrow is our anniversary," she whispered carefully, her finger freezing with the corner of the file. Jungkook's eyes softened slightly as he leaned back, his gaze lingering on her face. "I know I have made arrangements. The mansion will host the evening guest, Alice's family," he said calmly, sipping his drink as if it was just another business event. Her heart sunk a little. For him, was this just another show of power, another mafia formality? One forced a smile, nodding. "I see, it's going to be grand then." Jungkook watched her, noticing the way her smile didn't reach her eyes. He tilted his head, his voice low but firm. "Do you not want it?" Her eyes widened. Caught off guard, she shook her head quickly. "No, I mean, it's fine really," she said too fast, her hand clasping together tightly. Inside, she thought he still loves his ex Mira. Because she knew about Mira, everyone did. Mira, the stunning socialite who once flaunted herself as Jungkook's lover, plastering their supposed relationship in gossip columns. Why never so proved, but her heart twisted whenever she remembered. Mira was bold, confident, a kind of woman who shined in Jungkook's dark world. And Ryan was just herself. Still, Ryan pushed a smile. "It will be beautiful, I'm sure. You always make things perfect." Jungkook's brow knit slightly as he wanted to say more, but he didn't instead. He simply nodded, standing up. "Go to sleep early tonight. Tomorrow I want you rested." Ryan looked at him with soft eyes, watching his board bag as he walked away into his office. Her chest tightened with unspoken words. She always thought he still didn't forgot his ex. That's why he is still distant, and that thought always hurt her. The June mansion glittered under the lights of the grand chandelier, the entire place alive with music, clinking glasses, and whisper of admiration. It wasn't just any night, it was the first wedding anniversary of the most feared man in the underworld, Jun Jungkook and his wife Vian. Vian stood in front of her mirror in their room earlier that evening, her heart racing as she smoothed her gown, a long flowing satin dress that shimmered with every move she made. It was elegant yet bold, with a deep neckline Jungkook secretly loved but never admitted. Her fingers trembled as she adjusted her earrings and traced her finger on her diamond necklace that Jungkook gifted her. She whispered to herself, "It's just an anniversary, nothing more. Don't overthink." But deep down, she knew tonight felt different. When she stepped down the marble staircase into the grand hall, every head turned, whispers spread quickly. "Mrs. Dunn looks stunning. She looks like a queen." At the bottom of the stairs, Jungkook was waiting. His black tailor suit hugged his both shoulders perfectly, his tie neatly knotted, his dark eyes fixed only on her. He rarely showed expression in public, but tonight his gaze lingering longer than usual. As she reached him, Jungkook extended his hand. "You are late." His voice was low, but his lips curved into a faintest smirk. Wan placed her hand into her cheek, warming under his stare. You didn't wait too long, did you? Jungkook leaned slightly, his breath brushing against her ear. The wait is worth it. You are looking breathtaking tonight. His voice was low as his hand rested at the small of her back, steady and protective. Don't say things like that when you don't mean them. She whispered back, eyes lowering shyly, though her cheeks warmed. Jungkook smirked slightly, leaning closer, so only she could hear. If I didn't mean it, Ryan, I will not be fighting the urge to cancel this whole party and keep you to myself. Her heart skipped, but before she could reply, the sharp sound of his echoed against the marble floor. Heads turned, the music seemed to fatal. Mira walked in clad in crimson dress, lip painted darker than mine. Her smug smile screamed trouble. She wasn't invited, but because her father was, so she came to create scene. She was Jungkook's ex years ago, and Wine still thinks Mira's effect on Jungkook didn't fade. It. She was beautiful. Her eyes locked on him, then slid deliberately to Wine. Well, well, seems the Devil King finally settled down. What a surprise. Her words, laced with venom, loud enough for guests to hear. Wine stiffened, fingers tightening around her glass. Her throat went dry, but she forced herself to keep her chin high. Mira walked closer, gaze ranking over Wine from head to toe. I suppose everyone knows why he married you. It wasn't love. It was because of the child you will give him, right? He married you for his higher gasp rappel through the hall, guests exchanged stunned looks. One lip parted in shock. Child? What? Mira smirked wider, eyes narrowing. Don't act surprised, darling. Men like him don't marry plain little nobody out of love. He will leave. Suddenly, the sound of a glass shattering silenced the room. Jungkook had slammed his drink onto the table so hard it cracked. His jaw was sharp, eyes blazing murder as he stepped forward. Enough. His voice was ice, deadly calm, yet everyone felt the storm behind it. Mira flinched but tried to keep her composure. Jungkook, you still loves me. Jungkook glare sliced through her words. You were only humiliating my wife and my house. Do you think I will let that slide? He stepped closer, towering over her. The entire hall could feel the weight of his presence. Let me make something clear tonight, once and for all. He turned, his eyes burning with truth as they landed on mine, softer for a moment before snapping back to Mira with ruthless sharpness. I never loved you, not for a second. You were the one who clung to me, spreading lies about some relationship that never existed. I never touched you, Mira, and I never wanted to. The crowd murmured, shocked. Mira's face went pale. Jungkook then reached for Vine's hand, pulling her gently but firmly to his side. His thumb brushed over her knuckle as if to soothe the tremor in her finger. This woman, his voice thundered across the hall, is the only one who makes my heart race. She is the one who owns me, her kindness, her loyalty, her strength, not like money hungry parasite who throw themselves at power. Vine's eyes wide and tear pricking. His words, his declaration felt too raw to be lie, while Mira's mask cracked. You are choosing her over me. She is nothing. Jungkook's jaw clenched, eyes dark with fury. She is everything, and you, he leaned in close, voice dropping into a dangerous whisper, are nothing but a bitter shadow. Get out of my sight before I forgot this is my anniversary and not your funeral. The guards instantly stepped forward at his signal. Mira's face twisted in humiliation, her body trembling with rage as she whispered around the hall, stabbed her bride. With one last glare at Vine, she turned on her heel and stormed out. The sound of her heels echoing like a defending drumbeat. Jungkook exhaled sharply, pulling Vine closer, his hand tied to her waist, his voice now low, only for her. Don't ever believe her words. You are mine, Vine, the only one. Vine's lip quivered, but before she could speak, guests started applauding, murmuring about how much Jungkook adored his wife. The party slowly died down after a shocking storm Maria had left behind. Guests congratulated them, some with genuine smiles, some with still whispering in awe of what they had just witnessed. June Jungkook, the cold-hearted Mafia king, declaring love so openly, but Jungkook didn't care. The only thing he cared about was the woman standing beside him, her small hands trembling in his, her cheeks stained with faint tears she had tried to wipe away. When the last guest left and the massive door of the June mansion closed shut. Silence filled the golden hall, only the faint crackle of the fireplace remained. Vine shifted nervously, her eyes avoiding his. Her heart was still racing from the confession he had made in front of everyone. She couldn't stop hearing his words echoing inside her head. She is my only love. Jungkook loosened his tie, his intense gaze never leaving her. Slowly he stepped closer until she was backed against the edge of the grand dining table, her fingers clutching the hem of her gown. You have been quiet for too long, his voice low, almost dangerous, but there was a softness hidden in it just for her. Why? Vine swallowed hard, her lashes fluttering. Because I still don't understand why you said all of that tonight. Her voice cracked and she bit her lip. All this time you have been distant, cold. I thought maybe you still. Her chest aged as she whispered, maybe you still loved her. Jungkook's jaw tightened, his hand reached out, gripping her waist, not harsh but firm enough to pull her closer. She stumbled against his chest, her breath caught in her throat. Look at me. Her wide eyes finally lifted to his, shimmering with confusion. Do you really think I will waste my time, my name, my life on someone like her? His tone sharp, but his thumb brushed gently against her wrist. I have only ever cared about you even when I didn't know how to show it. Winsly parted, her heart thundering. Then why did you take so long? Why did you keep me waiting? For a moment, silence stretched between them. Jungkook's eyes darkened, his chest rising and falling as if he was holding something back. Then suddenly he gripped her waist and pulled her flesh against him. Her eyes widened, her hand instinctively landed on his chest, his breath fanged her lip. He stared, burning into her. Because every time I looked at you, I wanted more and I was afraid if I reached out, I will never let you go before she could react. His lip crashed onto hers. It wasn't gentle, it was desperate, consuming the kind of kiss that stole the ground beneath her feet. His hand pressed into her waist, the other tangling into her hair as he deepened the kiss. Her knees weakened, her mind spinning, her head pounded so wildly she thought he could feel it. When he finally pulled back, she was breathless, dizzy, her cheeks crimson. His forehead rested against hers, his voice husky. I don't want to pretend anymore, not as your cold husband, not as some distant protector. I want to be yours for real. I want you to be mine, not just by name. Vine's eyes widened, her lips trembling as she rested her head on his chest. I love you, Jungkook. Thank you so much for today and everything. Jungkook placed a kiss on her head as he hugged her tightly, closely, and protectively. I love you too, and will love you only forever.